because look, so you have a roller, right? It's like the biggest roller. I think it was the MTAs. Then you have a roller piece, which is the big ones with Saber, right? So my goal was to do sometimes 2 times bigger than Saber, like a big roller piece. So I went down there to the riverbed and I took like 12 5 gallons, a gang of sticks and everything. And I was starting my thing already and the cops pull up and they caught me, I just ran, but I left all the paint behind. So I lost there like at least $1,500 worth of paint and material.
Jeez.
Killa Kela podcast. KillaKelaOfficial.com.
Street Culture TV.
Instagram UK Frontline.
Beatbox created.
Killa Kela.
And we're here to talk about world music and street culture.
Killa Kela podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Killa Kela podcast, live and direct, central London, or as central as you need to be. Could be, you don't want to be anywhere else, trust me. Okay, people, our sponsors, the mighty GK Nifty Heads of 10,000 play-to-earn GraffPunks NFTs to give away. Get ready as London's white trash goes blockchain digital with Bitcoin Cash tokens locked into them to claim. Get yourselves over to the website gkniftyheads.com and play to earn now. We're very lucky to have a guest that has covered the breadth of the West Coast, not just in living inhabitants, but also in style, the breadth of style that comes from the West Coast of the US and Mexico. BOS, NBC, LTS, the mighty Skofe inside the place.
Yeah, let's get it.
How are we, gentlemen?
I'm doing great, bro. Just getting ready for the summer. It's going to be a cold summer, so, we ready.
I'm going to cut to the chase because you were bear in mind, people, we're 8 hours ahead here in conversation. Skofe says to me, oh, yeah, no, I'll start early, but I'm going to go painting at 4 a.m. And I was like, bro, hold on. Is this like a normal thing? You go painting at like 4 a.m. before you get your work, you get your day underway?
That's something that I always do. I have kids, I have family, so I used to go painting, daytime or nighttime, but I usually wake up. I'll go to sleep like around 10, 11, put my alarm for like 2:33, and I just get ready and just go painting. It's just the best time. I'm in Mexico, so Mexico is kind of like, it's kind of a little bit, Tijuana's a little bit crazy. People will be like, man, what are you doing at 4 a.m? It's even crazier, but it's just like less, it's less people out there, sometimes in the daytime or at night, you never know who you get in, who you get into. It could be the cartel, it could be, it's just crazy out here, So I just choose like the right time, and it's just better for me. I love to see, I'm painting, it's just the sun coming out, It's just something that shit, I love it, So that's why I choose that time.
Yeah, finishing the piece as the sun comes up. What an experience that is.
That's just beautiful, bro. All you hear is just like the can, the birds, sun coming out. It's just, and it's just like, and it's not just that, it's the best time to get a picture too, the picture. Make sure you don't get buff because, sometimes you go at night, you go to sleep, you wake up, that shit gone, So it's perfect timing.
It's just
for
quick,
everything.
goes quick, right?
Yeah.
What's the city you're in at the moment? You've been there for 15
Tijuana.
years. Tijuana, right?
Yeah.
Tijuana. So that sounds, by anyone's standards, a pretty intense place to paint.
Yes, it is. Especially right now, it's really hot. A lot of crazy. But it's cool as long as you're not involved or anything. You should be good. But sometimes you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time. For example, this morning I had a plan to hit like a billboard, but like right here, imagine just me hitting a billboard at 4 a.m. Right now they're putting like a lot of big tarps. Crazy stuff, training people. So just imagine the cops see me up in the billboard, hanging, or because this billboard's like a bridge. It's not like a really high billboard, it's like a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So the bridges, they be hanging those tarps, training people. So it's kind of hot, they see me doing that at 4 a.m, climbing, they'd be like, it's probably do something crazy. So, yeah, Tijuana is dangerous, but it's also cool at the same time. You just got to know where to go, where to paint at and everything. That's it, I've been here for 15 years, so I kind of accomplish my goal of where to do everything at.
Really? Well, yeah, I guess there is that freedom to do so. And I'd also imagine your repute allows for certain tolerances as well. It's like, nah, it's called Skofe. He's got this. You know, that's our guy. You know.
Yeah. No, I actually had a few cops like actually like, hey, you're Skofe, and I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like, yes, you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. What are you talking about? And it's crazy because they know, bro. Some they know, sometimes they're dick, sometimes they're not. It all depends,
Can it be quite? Can it be quite extreme? You know, the trouble we get into for doing graffiti illegal or legal is, you know, is there quite a high you know, sentence for things like that?
Not right here at the moment, because right here they're focused on something else, something bigger.
Right.
But before I got here, like I believe like in '05 or '06, I know they had an anti-graffiti group. Luckily I wasn't here at that time, because I did a few damage right here. So I don't want to, good thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 2 years old. I mean, look, you know, let's just jump into it. You moved to South Central when you were super young, right?
Yeah, I was 2 years old. 2 years old, my mom crossed the border. I was born in Michoacan. I was searching for that better life. Moms. So yeah, since I was two, she took me over, and I was in South Central from 2 years old to like 21. Since I was 21.
Wow. Explain
Yeah,
to me what the landscape of LA was like. It may feel a little bit sepia now when you think about it, but
yeah.
you know, what
LA,
was it like?
LA is crazy. It's dope, but it's just especially South Central. Like every single block is a neighborhood. Almost every single block, like it's a different neighborhood. So, me being in LA and going to school was like how can I say, school's like a criminal school. Like it's just so crazy because it's
Really?
like, yeah, it's just crazy because I guess it all depends on people you hang out with when they're in your surroundings, but it's like nothing but gangs and graffiti and crews.
Yeah.
So it was crazy growing up. I went to like 6, 7 schools. I got kicked out, to
Really?
different areas,
Oh,
get in trouble. But you know, but that said, I mean it's cool. The graffiti is really dope out here, man. Since I was a kid, I used to admire a lot of people. They used to like, we used to be killing and just the streets. It was really dope. I haven't been out there in the last 15 years, so I don't know how it is now, but just me based on looking at like the videos and everything, it looks like it's really easy now. Everybody's just running up. So
yeah. I
it
think
looks
it's
really,
simple
really,
in a lot of places now, bro. Like
yeah.
I'm trying to. I too am a little bit kind of overwhelmed with joy and alarmingness that the tolerance. Maybe it's just generational. Maybe it's like after 70 years of graffiti being on the earth,
Yeah.
people have it's suddenly appropriated. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. They're accepting it.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
part of the city landscape, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just part of it. Now you have all these people that want to pay you, want to pay you to paint the restaurant, pay you to do some art inside, some graffiti. They want that shit. So I mean,
Mm.
it's cool. It's cool because I mean, I don't like the people that take advantage of it and they just use our culture.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's cool because there's more opportunities for like a lot of people to make money off of it. So if you do it right, because there's other people that just board your cultures and they just want to make money off shit that we created.
Yeah, for
But
sure, for sure.
yeah,
There
but
is this sweet spot, isn't there? And a lot of businesses lean on the desire of councils and people that own areas of cities to almost like regentrify areas with street art as opposed to graffiti, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything like that? Is that your bag? I can't imagine that being Scope's bag, really.
I took in a few commission jobs, for like restaurants and stuff like that.
Nice,
But like nothing has, because sometimes, bro, you like, this is expensive. It's an expensive habit, bro. Like
for
this is
sure.
just really, especially out here. Like you would think like Mexico, oh, is the paint is cheap? Nah, bro. Everything. There's only one paint company that's really is called 360. And then it's good quality. The paint is good, but then you have like 10 other companies from all over the world, and then like you have to pay for import or whatever, and they set up here at shops, and it's really expensive, bro. It's expensive. So
Yeah,
so sometimes you got to make these little commissions to get paid, to get money to buy your paint.
and we
It's not.
salute
I'm not
that,
in LA
bruv.
no more. In LA, we used to do store credit. I don't know if you know what store credit is, but we used to come up, bro, thousands and thousands and thousands of cans, bro. Like we do walkouts, will come up. and then it was free. Like we'll get free paint, Rust-Oleum, Krylons. And I tried it here when I got here to teach. I tried it, and I did about 4 times. But since the crime is overrated right here, it's like they're gonna be on you, like, oh, you're coming up, So I got caught, so I stopped. I was like, fuck that,
Right.
because they put my fucking picture on the fucking store,
Wow, really?
yeah, bro. So it's like, bro, I'm getting old. I can't be fucking out here, getting in trouble, especially when I got the kids, So I'm like, I'm good. So now the paint, I got a few companies that they hooked me up, they sponsor me here and there, I appreciate it. Shout out to Bomb Signs, Loop, Montana. So they hook it up once in a while, but then sometimes you still gotta go buy your own paint, So
There's a lot of amazing brands out there that are coming up, aren't there?
yeah.
I've seen a few new brands coming up from stateside, which is good. Is it Dang? D-A-N-G?
Dang, yeah, dang, yeah. Yeah, Dang is really dope. I've been using a lot of their master blasters. I'm pretty sure you've seen those big old tags I be doing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, those.
You basically just get me the biggest can and I'll give you the biggest tag.
For real, yeah.
I love that shit. I mean, those moments go viral in itself.
I know, yeah, right. Yeah, I probably used like 20 of those in the last month. Yeah, but they're expensive. I mean, they're like I say, like they're expensive. Like I used 2 cans for a tag, bro. Just think about it, The motherfucker's like $12 each.
Jesus.
So it's like, yeah.
What cap do you use for that?
I use the Hydra V2.
Yeah,
It's
no.
From Nyko.
Like a
It's
Hoover
like
looking
this big
thing,
old
right?
blue. Yeah, it's like this big. But now they have another one. It's called Lightning. Nyko just sent me a fat package. Shout out to Nyko as well. And they have the
Cool.
Lightnings. I haven't got a chance to use that one yet, but I know it's a little bit wider, so I can't wait to get my hands on. I'm waiting on a package now, with some big cans. So I'm just waiting for that. So
Yeah.
it's
His palms are itchy right now for the paint.
right. Yeah.
So how much? What on average? How much does a can of paint cost in Mexico?
Like if you get 360 paint, they're gonna cost you about $4, $4.50 around there. Yeah, $4.50. Before 7 to 10 years ago, you better get it for $1.50.
Wow.
Yeah, we're coming up, but inflation, everything started increasing, competition. So 360 had to move forward and sell it more expensive to make more money. But I gotta say, 360 is probably like the best paint here in Mexico. But yeah, so just imagine buying a 360 paint and then comparing to me buying, like, I could buy Loop for cheaper price or Montana, so because I have a little connection where I could get like little deals, So I mean, it all depends. But if you go to the shops here, it's gonna be pretty expensive,
Yeah, I feel that. And it is noted that you're very much the the king of the rollers. Like you the craziest colors you pull together with mulch. Just looks sick as fuck, man. So, with resource comes this whole amazing other angle and skill set to the pieces you do, right?
Yeah, yes. I used to do a lot more rollers before. But then again, paint is expensive. In Mexico here, the 5 gallons, they're like $120. When you could buy them $30 at Home Depot in the States, oops, paint.
Crazy.
But yeah, the roller paint, the rollers, yeah, I love rollers. I have like 6, 7 buckets right
Really?
right. I might do one tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, it's just I just love rollers. It's just like the best, bro. It's like fast, it's the best. But yeah, I kind of chilled down a little bit. I was doing a lot of rollers in the riverbed. I don't know if you got to see those.
Yes.
Yes. I did a few. I think I have like 7 or 8 Rocky, and those things are enormous, bro. Like they're just
huge, bro. They're huge.
And they're tiring too.
How long does it take? What's the average?
Well, like the last one I did, I think it took us 3 days. I don't know if you see, it's like the Grinch with the hands.
Yeah.
You see, yeah. We did it for Christmas. I think that one took us like 3 days, and we did that shit in the daytime. That's illegal, bro. Like that's illegally, and we rolled up there, and then that's like literally right next to the borderline of San Diego and Tijuana, and we seen a drone coming in, filming us, and the drone calling the cops. So the cops pull up. They're like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "Oh, we're giving the city a gift. You guys got permission." Like, no, we don't. But we're giving you guys a gift. Like, look at all this shit's all messed up. Like, this is, we're giving you guys a gift. So they're kind of like tripping a little bit. So one of my homies has a connection with this new cast lady, and I guess we just played off. Oh, she's about to come right now, start filming. So they got scared and they left because they're like, "Why you guys messing with graffiti writers? You guys supposed to be messing with some other, some more criminal shit." So, but yeah, that took us about 3 days. That took us about 3 days. We did it in the daytime. It was a lot of work. We used every single drop of water to make that thing last because it was a lot of paint.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, yeah, and
Just-
we got a little bit of help. We had a few homies that came and helped us down. But we did want the majority of the work, but we did have homies that helped us out because it was a lot. It was just me and my homie leave it, and you see it say Skofe on the gifts and it says leave it on the other side.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it took us about 3 days, 2 days and a half, 2 days and a half to be exact.
That's so sick.
But the other ones, the solo ones, I have done those in one night. In one night, nonstop, like 10 at night and ending at like 8 in the morning, type of shit.
Bro, I've seen you
Um,
do the outline in a roller. You don't
yeah,
fuck about. Like,
yeah, yeah,
you're like one man
yeah,
mission it as well, right?
yeah, yes. So sometimes I get homies to help me out. They go to back me up, because sometimes these buckets are really heavy. I gotta take like about 8, 10 buckets, so they back me up. So and they're just there with me at night.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, it's a mission, bro. The I don't know if you've seen the roller piece I did. It was like 3 colors.
Yes, I have. Yeah, yeah.
That one took me 2 nights. That one took me 2 nights. I did had a homie help me fill in a little bit at the bottom, and then he actually helped me out really good. The homie Dasho, and then the outline just did it on myself. That took me a whole night just to outline that thing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
nonstop. But I have bigger plans, bro. I have I just got last year. I went to this spot that I've been looking at for years, and this spot was gonna be 2 times because look, so you have a roller, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the biggest roller, I think it was the MTAs. Then you have a roller piece, which is the big one's the Saber, right? So my goal was to do sometimes 2 times bigger than Saber, like a big roller piece. So I went down there to the riverbed and I took like 12 5 gallons of gang of sticks and everything. And I was starting my thing already, and the cops pull up and they caught me. I just ran, but I left all the paint behind. So I lost there like at least $1,500 worth of paint and material. You know.
Jeez.
Plus, I had like 10 more 5 gallons at my house. So I just stopped. I stopped that project for that reason. I invested a lot
Wow.
of money and I just lost everything. But I am gonna go back pretty soon. If I don't do it this summer, I'll probably do it next year. But my goal is to do the biggest roller piece in the world, like huge.
Wow.
Like it's gonna be epic, bro. It's gonna be super sick.
What pigmentation ink do you use for your mulch, or is it just like a mix-up job?
Yeah, I just mix it up. I just mix, whatever. I use all kinds of different things. I just water everything down,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
put
yeah.
it, put it at a good pace. At a good pace that's gonna get good.
So
Usually when I
what?
do the drips, I water it more down.
Yeah, yeah, because you work with drips too as well, which I really dig. But when
Yeah.
you're working with such a scale like the world's biggest, roller piece, like how do you keep consistency on the mulch color, the tone?
How do I keep it consistent?
Yeah, because of the
Like the same
scale.
color tone
Yeah.
or the scale? Oh, well, I just pretty much before I do it, I have take a picture of everything and I just organize it. But then when I'm using the colors, when I got all my paint, what I do is I start mixing everything else so it could be one tone. If I want to blend them in, then I would just have 3 or 4 or 5 gallons of the same color. But I just make sure I get the same tone, at all the time. So it's prep. Prep work takes about hours, as well. So I have like my whole front yard, full of buckets and just mixing everything up. But yeah, that's how that's how it goes down.
What
Prep.
what does the wife what does the missus think? What does she think? Have you have you
You
have you had the
know,
conversation about you should really be painting and decorating our living room? See, putting yourself into
she's
the fire, the spotlight.
I love her, man. She's a good support. She was supporting me since I was in juvenile hall, since I was in jail. She's been there the whole time. She's a ride or die, man. She's always been there. So, as years go by, we get older, we get kids. So yeah, she gives me some advice. Hey, you should calm down a bit, chill out. But it's hard, bro. This shit is
Yeah.
like an addiction, bro. It's hard. I just be like, how many I didn't want to say this word, but so many times I just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this shit
Yeah.
because but like, I can't. I can't, bro. Like this shit is just like it's in my blood for life. It's like I'm gonna just keep on doing it.
Yeah.
I might take a break like 2 3 weeks or a month, not the most, but I'm back at it. But in between those times, I'm catching tags, slap tags. Mobbing, striking everything up. I'm still gonna be active,
Yeah,
but
you're one of those characters that's got like, you would you're so focused on the broader aspects of graffiti. I mean, you've got sticker slaps, you've got, you do the rollers, you do the characters, you do the dubs, I mean, you came to the UK and, each time you hit, it felt like you hit with the intent to kind of work with the nuances of the city, and you're able to
Yes.
do that. You've got quite an expansive, toolbox, if you want.
Yeah. I wish I was there a little bit longer. I wanted to like hit more street stuff, but I
Yeah.
was only there for what, I think 3 days, 3 nights. That's it, and I didn't
Wow.
sleep, bro. I did not sleep. Like, I slept maybe like, fuck, like an hour, 2 hours, and I was out. We were at Paris, and we're at Paris. We didn't fucking sleep either. I got caught in Paris. The first day landing, the fucking I fucking got caught at night.
Are you
I
kidding
don't know
me?
what the fuck they were saying. They were like, "Paka, chaka, ta, pa, ta." I was like, what? I don't know what they were saying, bro. I was like, what? I was just like, I was like, bro, I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist. And then everybody put me in the car, and I'm like, look, my passport, Mexico. And they were like, now they spoke in English. She was like, Mexico, oh, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'm
Wow.
gone. Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy, bro.
You're out.
And I told my homie, that's it, let's go to the fucking hostel. Let's just chill for a little bit, We slept like 2 hours. We got the next day rolling. And then, yeah, when we got to London, I slept maybe only on the, on the metro, because I caught the metro from Paris to London, maybe like, what, an hour, and then right straight to action. I told him, man, let's get it, bro. I do not want to stop. I want to just keep on killing.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah,
still have a spot right over there. I think I have one of those bridges.
yeah,
My homie showed me on Google Maps. Yeah.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's to my knowledge, I think there is it's in East London, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of
Yeah.
your reaches.
Yeah. Nurks took me right there to that spot.
Yeah,
Shout out
big
to
up Nurks, that's my boy.
Big up Nurks, yeah. He was just out here. He just went back over there.
But I was like, he loves your neck of the woods. He's always out and about around those.
Yeah,
he loves Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, he's like incredibly influenced and talented, to
Yeah.
boot, which is dope.
Yeah.
Just going back to the risk aspect and what drives a graffiti writer to do what they do, because you mentioned, you're away for 3 weeks to a month, and then, but even in between which you're kind of tagging and stickering, and then you're back on it. But what is that? Where does that come from, Skofe?
What, like the energy, or what do you mean?
Well, it's almost like a magnet that keeps on pulling you back.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I've just been doing it for so long that it's just like, I have painting in my house. But then again, then you have social media, you go on social media, you got your homies painting, I have group chats with my boys. A lot of my boys inspire me, so they get me pumped up, as I get them pumped up. So I think we all work around it. So it's like, there's been times when like, I'm in the group chat and the homies doing some crazy shit, and I'll just get up. I'm like, I'm gonna go right
You're
now.
like, fuck this, I'm going.
My girl's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'll be home right now. Give me a few hours. I'll be right back. And I just go do my thing, and I come right back, and I'm just like satisfied. Like my body's relaxed. Like it's like a rush, bro. Like I don't know. It's crazy feeling, bro. It's
meditation.
I gotta do it. Yeah, and then it's like, when I don't do it, for example, like I'm gonna go out tonight and I have a few drinks or whatever, and I don't do it, the next day I'll just be like, I won't feel right. I'll just be like, fuck. Like I fucked up. Like I should have fucking done it. I should have just stayed focused, and I should, I would have had my shit rocking right now. So it's crazy, bro. It's just, this feeling is just, it's incredible, but it's just like, fuck, it's nonstop.
It's never overlooked on me, the connectivity that all graffiti artists share in that mindset. In the case of Nurks and yourself, in the case of you being over here, in the case of me doing the podcast, I have these conversations with people. I'm not sure people know to what end until something really severe happens, and then it gets tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in situations where, like, the government right here, they were kind of like, investigating a little bit because I did some, there was some crazy shit that they were building some stuff, and I did a lot of these spots, so I kind of chilled down because the little homies were telling me, like, "Hey, bro, you gotta be careful," you know. So, but I just chilled out for a little bit. And I kept on going, you know. But yeah, a lot of for me, bro, it's just like, fuck, it's like you gotta risk it all, you know. It's just I'm all in. I'm doing this. I'm not gonna like be a scary writer and just like do something small when I'm already out there. I'm gonna go out there and just do it, you know. I'm already in it, you know. So it's like no, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not deported for it. I'm not, I didn't get arrested for it, but I'm already like, you know, in trouble. But as long as you balance life, bro, you do what you got to do. You be a good person, be a good father.
for sure.
You can do whatever you want, you know. You can just do it. Just keep on doing it, you know.
For sure.
Just
I
balance.
think you and me are the similar age to each other, I think, you know.
Yeah,
I'm 46. You may be a little bit younger. With with life as you go up, it takes responsibility, doesn't it?
yeah,
And
yes,
I also would say there's some elements of what you said there that rings true in your style. It's almost like you're invisible in plain sight, so far as the scale in which you paint. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yes. Yeah, a lot of people they'd be like, that shit was legal, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's illegal, you
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I could like really, and I've done it before. Like, there's I don't know if you've seen the recent video that I just dropped with a solder. We did like this crazy movie, like "Welcome to Tijuana,"
Yes,
like
yes,
oh,
yes, yes.
okay.
Incredible.
So that's illegal, bro. Like that's not that.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like this is a government bridge. Like this is like when the people come in from United States to Tijuana, it's like the first bridge they're gonna see. You have big shopping centers around there. It's like really commercial, whatever. And then we just ran up on the wall. It was a mural there, and somebody went with some trolleys, and then they went over it, you know. So
Hmm.
we just ran up on there. I put my car on top of the fucking sidewalk. I didn't care. And then we took all the
What?
paint out. You know, we brought the ladders, and we just like we didn't even buff, bro. We outlining with roller paint. You know, we just getting it. We're there all day. Nobody told us anything, you know. So it's like, so that's what we got. You know, that's for example, that's an example. Like people be like, damn, like people. I'm pretty sure every single person thought that was legal. Every single person, you know, but it's not, you know. But you know, but then that's that spot. But then there's other spots that I hit in the street or at night or in the morning, and people think that I got permission,
Yeah,
but I
yeah, yeah.
didn't. You know, of course, there's a lot of walls that I got permission for. You know, that my homies come down. You know, we buff the wall and we do a production. You know, but shit, I don't know when the last time I did
Yeah.
something like that. You know, I just been. I don't got. Sometimes I don't have time to do that. That takes a whole day, 8 hours. I feel like I see it like this. If I'm on a wall for 6 to 10 hours, you know, chilling, I could just do like three burners in that
Mm.
same day at the same time, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. On balance, I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. But there is something disarming about you being at a wall for such, or an area or a space for such a long period of time, and there's a number of you there with ladders, we're doing it. So it kind of, yeah, it does. I would imagine it looks very normal.
Yeah,
Like,
it's normal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The cops will pass by, hey, great job, guys. And be like, hey, what's
you guys are
up?
like doing
Yeah.
the royal wave, thinking, damn, we're getting away
Yeah.
with this. It's crazy.
Yeah. But then you
Wow.
have the times when they do pull up, the cops do pull up on you, and they'll be like, "Oh, you got permission?" And I'm like, "We're doing illegal." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got permission." I'm like, "Oh, well, look, I got the phone number here, the guy that gave me permission, but let me call him," you know. And sometimes what we'll do, we'll have like a homie, like, "Hey, dog, like you're gonna answer. You're gonna tell them that you work for this company and you can give us permission." You know, we pan it all out, you know, and then.
Wow.
Yeah, it's put on the phone,
What?
and the cops will be like, "Okay, it was all paid out." Or sometimes it doesn't get to that point because the cops won't allow you to get to that point. They just want
Yeah.
money. They just
Yeah.
want money.
They just want
Just,
money.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all they want, you know? So before it
Wow.
gets to that point, sometimes I'm always ready with cash, just in case if I get caught, I'm always ready. So we just, right here in Mexico, you could just give them some money and you're good to go.
That
You
is
know,
incredible.
that's the best thing.
Wow.
That's the beauty about graffiti in Mexico, bro. I swear to God. That's like the beauty. Like, I love it.
Wow. See, these are the kind of stories I love on podcasts, bro.
Yeah.
This is the shit. I mean, we're talking, freeways, riversides, riverbeds, public transport. I mean,
Yeah.
there is you guys, West Coast, Mexico. There is this inherent style, and I think a lot of it comes from these scenarios, those kind of high reaches, you know,
Yeah.
the billboards, the riversides. I mean, some of the most iconic. I mean, look, I lived vicariously through the likes of yourself, brother, who lived in South Central. And when I think of graffiti, you know, MSK, you know, UTI, CBS. I mean, you know, these like legendary crews,
Yeah.
and it's almost ingrained in my head.
Yes. Yes. I grew up looking at all that, you know. So it was crazy because me growing up seeing all that, it's just so dope because I was a kid and I admired doing that. And then it's like now a lot of those crews you mentioned, I stuck to that. They gave you mad props, you know? So it feels really fucking good, bro. Like you're as a kid growing up looking at all these dope graffiti writers and then now you grow up and then you're killing it. And I was like, they like all the OGs like, hey, you're killing it, bro. You know, that's so dope, you know? It's a great feeling. It's a great, great feeling, you know?
Yeah,
To get that love right back.
yeah. I've got to big up LA as well to the highest order because, you know, that scene, graffiti scene, runs very close parallel to what's really going on in the streets. Really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was saw this story. Like I think I was in the you know what, 2099, 2001, 2002. It was just crazy, bro. So unique styles.
Mm,
Billboards are getting murked, fucking big buildings, bro. It was
mm,
just insane, bro. Like
mm,
everybody had style, you know, like it
mm.
was just so sick, so sick, bro. And it's like I'm glad I got to witness that, you know. That's what honestly, that's what I like. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh no, I didn't copy, bro. That's where my style came from, you know. It originally came from LA, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As years go by, you develop your style. You know, you try to switch it up a bit, you
Mm.
know, whatever. But that's me right there, bro. That's I grew up looking at that, you know. So
Yeah, dope.
that's you know,
That's the shit. I want to big up Thus. I need to big up Risk, MSK. You know, these are the homies.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, just going out there and seeing the lay of the land, shall we say?
yeah.
Who are your influences? Who are your key influences as a kid growing up?
As a kid growing up, I had my homie Tegmo, rest in peace. He was from BOSPS. He was a killer. He was to secure big highways. He used to do big everywhere. You know, like the high spots.
Mm-hmm.
Besides him, because I lived in the neighborhood, so it's like when you first just the area, you see everything up, just that little area, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, but besides that, it was I got to give it up. It was MSK. It was LTS. LTS is still super sick right now, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the top crews for me in the world. But at that time, you had a lot of it was just crazier. These styles were even crazier. So MSK, LTS, KOG, K4P, GAW was also a bad crew. So all these crews, they were giving it up. CBS, also UTI,
Yeah,
I2W,
yeah.
all these crews, bro. You know,
Crazy, crazy, crazy,
yeah,
crazy. And what was the music scene said? I've got a big up Ray from Downset and the Downset crew because that mergence of punk with hip hop was another big trait of LA,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, me growing up in LA was just like gangster rap, West Coast, the typical Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, ECE,
Yeah,
that was Corrupt. Corrupt was a big influence in my life, growing up,
yeah,
Corrupt, Dog Pound,
yeah,
so
yeah. Of course, of
but
course.
yeah, yeah, all that, it was like that was me growing up, now it's like I was in juvenile hall and jail in and out, practically my whole younger life, and then but me getting out, I started exploring more artists. Now you have people right now like Griselda,
Oh,
Jay Royale. You have
Thurston
it's
Howell,
really, yeah, 38
Nems.
Special, Trust, all these great guys, Bum
Yeah, yeah,
Streets.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
bum right now. Like I just bum like underground shit. Like you never catch me, bumping others, just underground. That's all I bump.
You know what's really curious about that whole genre that kind of it came to life it came of an age in hip hop that I don't think anybody realized how much it was needed for the people our ages. We just wanted someone that was talking the real street, and they just came
Yeah,
through, bro.
yeah, yeah. Music's a big influence for me in graffiti, bro.
Yeah,
Like music is just like I need to have music, Like I
yeah,
just that shit makes me is he pumped up to go do graffiti? You know, that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I need it. You need it. You know.
What's your
So
pump up music? What's if someone said to you, right, look, you're gonna do this is your final piece. What's gonna be your pump up tune?
I'll have to use Benny the Butcher. No instructions, bro.
Nice. Keeping it
Yeah,
current
Benny
to
the
the core,
Butcher.
you see?
Yeah, Benny the Butcher. He's cool. He follows me, bro. We chopped it up before, and you know, and the thing is really dope how these underground rappers, you know, they like graffiti. You know, it's part of the culture. So they look at it, you know, they like it, they follow. So it's pretty dope. You know, big ups to Benny. You know,
Yeah, big up Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, all these.
yeah, all these guys. You know, yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the future saying, my brother? What's really going on? Do you think you'll be going back to LA at any point, or is that just a no go?
No, it's right now. You know how all this crazy stuff's going on, the immigration. You know, Trump. You know, it's really hard for me to go back. I got deported for life.
All right.
I got deported for life. I got a strike. I'm pretty much as a violent offender. You know, I didn't get deported for graffiti. It was from other things that I was doing out there.
Mm.
So it looks bad. But my future, I don't really care about United States right now. I mean, I wish I could go back. I have a lot of families, my crewmates, and everything, but I'm trying to just. I was planning to move into London, bro. Like 2 years ago, like
Yo,
I
come
had money,
on.
I had money saved, and I was like, hey, you know, I investigated a little bit about, you know, taking my family out there, and I should have, you know, kept to it, and I just kind of let it go, you know, little by little, and I changed my mind. I was like, I'm going to Canada. I got a lawyer. I paid a few racks to get a lawyer to go to Canada. And then right now they're asking for like a lot of, you know, difficult documents is for me to get a hold of. So I'm working
Right.
on it. You know, it's
So a
but
lawyer
yeah,
from
like,
Canada because they're part of the Commonwealth to come to England. Is that what you're
well,
thinking?
I could just go out there and make a lot of good money. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So, and I have crewmates from our crew out there in Canada too, and they'll vouch for me, they accept me. You know, they do all the signature, everything, the whole process. So it was kind of like easier for me to go out there. You know, give my family a better life. You know,
Wow.
besides the cold, besides the
Yes.
cold. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really cold
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I'll
But
tell you, brother. Like UK and Canada, I mean, they definitely hold the crown for like the coldest fucking areas in the world. If you want it to
yeah,
be.
yeah. Yeah. But right now I'm just like, you know, I'm like working on Canada. It's still like 50-50. So, but yeah, I kind of want to I kind of want to leave from here, bro. I want to go somewhere. I've been here already 15 years. I love Mexico. Mexico is
Yeah.
beautiful, you know, besides the graffiti, you know, you got beautiful landscape, you know, it's just beautiful, bro. Beautiful. A lot of
Yeah.
great places. But I kind of want to like keep on pushing, you know, keep on pushing. So,
Absolutely.
hopefully I just gotta stack up, you know, and just get out of here and just go somewhere else. Like I could go pretty much anywhere in the world. Bro. I got my passport. I could go anywhere and set up shop and work from
Yeah.
home, you know, with a laptop and just make money, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Look, this is absolute gold music to my ears because it's the same with podcasting. It's that freedom and the idea of you taking a sabbatical in England for a year or so. That sounds fucking cool to me, man.
yeah, bro. I would have loved it. I was really thinking about doing it, I swear, you know.
Ah,
I
well,
just yeah,
listen, there's tea in the pot and drinks in the fridge for when you land.
for sure, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Me and Nurks will make sure of that shit. And big up to my Canadian crew as well, because we've had some amazing writers come through from the Canadian side of
Yes,
the
sir.
world. So big doubt. My brother, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir.
What
Likewise,
a,
man.
for vibe. So you got the rest of the day ahead of you, unlike myself, who's about to get tucked up into bed, man. And I wish you all the best travels.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me, bro. I
Any
was really
shout
looking
outs?
forward
Any
to
shout
this.
outs before you go?
Shout out to all the homies from the crew, BOS, NBC, you know what I'm saying, LTS, and let's get it, baby. Killer season. Killer season. That's my
Killer
shit right there.
season. Come on, guy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you ain't got to tell me twice. Got you. Thank you. Big up Skofe inside the place. Yo, listen, if you ain't entertained, then I do not know which gladiatorial octagon you've been sitting in this Killa Kela podcast. Big shout to everybody sharing is caring. And remember, crime don't pay, and neither did I. Don't talk to an eye when you stay lucky. Nice one, Skofe.
Killer. Let's get it.
Peace.